All right, this is Mr. Varner, and this is the Unit 3 review. This is really close to what's going to be on the test. So pay close attention, all right? Pay close attention. Here's the first problem, and I'm going to even show this what it's going to look like. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, so the question is, what is the slope of the line? So here's the first point. Here's the second point. When we look for the slope, we can also call it the rate of change. The top number is going to be up or down, and the bottom number is always to the right. So I'm going up 1, 2. So my top number is going to be 2, and I'm going over 1, 2, 3. So my bottom number is 3. So the answer is going to be 2 over 3. You see how easily we did that? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. There, clear all drawings. All right, let's go to the next problem. Select all forms that are equivalent. The word equivalent means equal. So these are all linear equations. These are equations that make a line. So let me just type in 8x minus 4y equals 16. Now I'm using Desmos, and Desmos is embedded. It's part of the test. So when your student uses the test, or when you take the test, it'll have Desmos embedded. So I'm typing that in. That's red. All right. Let me type in 3x minus y equals 5. So those two aren't equal, but I'm just going to keep typing. This one is y plus 2 equals 2, open parentheses, x minus 1, close parentheses. Oh, it looks like the red and the green, the top 1 and 2, overlap each other. So at least 2 of these overlap each other. So let me get rid of number 2, because these two overlap each other. You see? They overlap each other. So those two are equivalent. Let me type in B, which is this one right here. Y equals 2x minus 4. Oh, that one is also equivalent because it's right on top. It's overlapping. So I want to keep that one. And let's look at D. D is y equals negative 3x plus 8. And it's not overlapping, so it's not equivalent. So I'm just going to mute that one. And if you see the strategy I'm doing, I can mute it. I can let it show. This is the best way and the easiest way to get it correct. And I know you're thinking, hey, this makes it seem so easy. Well, it is. All right, this one is not the same. Let me see if any of that one doesn't overlap. That one doesn't overlap. This one doesn't overlap. So it's just the first one, which would be A, this would be C, and this would be E, if I did it correctly, right? No, B. So A, good. E, and B. A, E, and B. A, E, and B. Those are the ones that are equivalent. So let me go ahead and get rid of this, and we'll go to the next question. What are the x-intercepts and y-intercepts? Well, let me just make sure I mark this up pretty nicely so everybody can see. Yes. So this straight up and down line here, this is our y. This is our y. And this is our x. And so this is the x-axis. X-axis goes left and right. The y-axis goes up and down. If you can remember that, that'll work beautifully for you. The y goes up and down, and the x goes left and right. So it's asking me, what are the y and x intercepts? Intercepts are where they cross. So what I'm going to do is type in negative 4x plus 3y equals 3. All right, and so now I can look here and I can see the x-intercept is negative 0.75 and 0, and the y-intercept is here, which is 1. Well, I don't see anything that has a decimal. I see fraction, I see fraction, I see fraction. So let me do this, 0.75. I can click this toggle button, and it tells me 37 over 50. Oh, I'll put 7.4. Should be 7.5. All right, so 3 over 4, 0. All right, ooh, we had an announcement that was going on. But look, those are my intercepts. So if you see 3 over 4, so I can see here that my x-intercept is 3 over 4, and my y-intercept is 0, 1. So what I can do now is look for the intercept. So it's not negative 3 over 4, so it's not that one. 0, 1 was one of them. Well, that's negative 1, so it can't be that. Okay, wasn't that. So this was our x-intercept, and this was our y-intercept. So those are the two choices. All right. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Those are our two choices. Let's go to the next problem. Select the equation that is equivalent to 3 over 4x plus y equals 3. Okay, so 3 over 4x plus y equals 3. So this linear equation shows me this. Here's my x-intercept, 4. Here's my y-intercept. But here's the line. So now I need to pop in each one of these and find out which one's equivalent, which means equal. So it's real simple. Y equals negative 3 divided by 4x plus 6. That's not equal. It's parallel. You know, it has the same slope, but it's not equal. It's not overlapping. So it's not that one. All right. So let's try this one. Y minus 6 equals negative 3 divided by 4. Open parentheses, x plus 4. Oh, it looks to me like this and that one are equal. They're equivalent. They're the same slope, the same line. So, all right. So this one and this one are equivalent. Let's try these last two just to be sure. Because it says, it says select the equation. It doesn't say equations. So we might have the right answer already. Let's see. It's not that one. That's not it. All right, so y minus 3 equals 4, open parentheses, x plus 1 divided by 4. Right there. All right, that's not it. So the ones that are equivalent are 3 over 4x. I mean, this one. That's the one that's equivalent. So that's our answer right there. Okay. We'll do 2 more problems, okay? We'll do 2 more problems. Okay, which linear equation represents the graph? Okay. Well, this is the 0 point. So this would be negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. So whichever one it is, my y-intercept needs to be negative 4. All right, this is a negative slope. It starts high and it goes low. So it's not either one of these because that's a positive slope. And that says positive 4 for the y-intercept. Oh, okay. Let me make sure I write this out. Y equals mx plus b. The b is the y-intercept. Like this is the y-intercept. This is where it intercepts the y-axis. The m is the slope. All right, and as you can see, this is a negative slope. So these two have negative slopes. So it can't be this one because that one has a positive slope. All right, so it's between these two. And let's see, this one says the y-intercept is +4, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be right here, but that's not where this is. So it can't be that one. So the only answer is this one. See how easily we handled that? Yep. It can be easy once you know your information. So let's move to the next question. A straight line passes through point -511 and -2, 1. What's the equation of the line? So the equation of the line, the equation of the line is y equals, I don't know how, yeah, don't draw, mx plus b. This is the equation of the line. And what we have to do is fill in the m, and we need to fill in the b. All right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to Desmos, and I'm going to put in those 2 points, -5, 11. And you see that's right here. And I'm going to put in -2, 1. And that's right here. All right. So if I were going to count, this would be a negative slope, right? Let me just draw. I'm going to freehand draw. This would be a negative slope. All right. So I know it's going to be a negative slope. And I'm looking here, and the only one that I see that's a negative slope is here. But I want to be sure, right? I want to be sure. So let's be sure. Let's type in each one of them. Let's see which one it is. -4, y equals -4x plus 9. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, I see. I made a mistake here. That should be -11. So this line here is incorrect. This line here is incorrect because our -11, this line, okay. So I found out that I made a mistake. And so the line should really look like this. It should go from here up. So it wouldn't be this negative one because this is a positive slope. It goes from here up. I'm glad I caught my mistake. I'm glad I caught my mistake. So we know it's not the first one, right? We know it's not the first one. Let's try the second one. 7x, y equals 7x plus 9. Y equals 7x plus 9. Oh, there we go.
And I really apologize for the interruption. If you would like to come down, any senior.
That was another interruption. But I can see that this line here doesn't go through my points. It doesn't go through my points. And that's what we want. We want something that's going to go through those points. So let's try the next equation of the line, which is y equals 4x plus 9. That's not going through it either. All right, so we'll try the next one. Y equals 3x plus 9. All right. And what was our very first one was y equals negative 4x plus 9. Okay, so we have negative 4x plus 9. That's not it. We have y equals 7x plus 9. That's not it. We have y equals 4x plus, oh, I put a 0, should have been a 9. All right, let's see if that's it. That's it. It goes right through. So now we know that the answer is this one, y equals 4x plus 9. Yep, you got to watch those mistakes. Sometimes you're going to make some mistakes, and that's cool, you know, as long as you can fix them and find them first. Let's do one more problem, okay? One more. This one is challenging. Which equation describes a line with a slope of -2 that contains the point 1,4? Okay. Well, the first thing I want to do is put in 1, 4. All right. And it says it has a slope of -2, which means I'm going down 1, 2, and I'm going over 1. So this would be the next point right here. This would be the next point right here. If I went 1, 2 over 1, that would be the next point right here. Let me go ahead and put a little marker on that point. So 1, 2 over here, that would be -2. It's not drawing a mark. One, 2 over 1. Okay, it was really small. There's the point. All right, good. So what I need to do now is see which one of these lines, these equation of the lines, which are in standard form, will go through both of these points. So 2x plus y equals -6. That's not going through it. So I'll mute that one. Let me put this one in. 2x minus y equals -6. Let's see. All right, that's not going through both of the lines either. So let's try the next one. 2x minus y equals 6. That's not going through both lines either. So 2x plus y equals 6. That goes through both lines. So we found the equation of the line with a slope of -2 that contained the point 1,4. All right, so that was a few of the problems that we're going to have on that test, the Unit 3 test. Look it over, practice, do the extra credit ones that Mr. Berry and I sent out, and you should be ready for the test, okay?